What's going on, Guardians? Briar Rabbit here. Welcome to Shard It or Keep It, the series where I make an argument both for and against dismantling an item, and you make the decision. This week, we will be making the big decision for the legendary sniper rifle, Subtle Nudge DN7. But first, let's take a look at last week's weapon. The Vestian Dynasty is not only a new weapon for Destiny, but also belongs to a new weapon class, the Sidearm. Introduced in the House of Wolves, this weapon is a reward for completing new story missions or can be purchased from Petrovenge. This weapon has a very high rate of fire, low impact, and low effective range. Stability and reload speeds are both very high. Arguments for dismantling this weapon include it requires sustained fire at close range to be effective. This can be very dangerous in PvE and in PvP. Also, because it's a low impact weapon, it's not likely to stun enemies frequently, so your chances of getting those free hits in are pretty low. In PvP, this is a hard gun to use effectively. At long range, it does very little damage, and at close range, it gets dominated by shotguns. Arguments for keeping this weapon? It's fun, and it's unique inside Destiny. Currently, there is nothing else like it. A fast-firing semi-auto sidearm that does extra damage to fallen enemies. This thing, frankly, is a blast to use. And while this is certainly not a top-tier weapon in PvP, with some practice, it can be really fun to use, and if you can manage engagements to stay in close to mid-range, it can also be effective. It also has a hidden perk. Against Vexed Hobgoblins, it will not set off their shield ability when you shoot them, making those guys slightly less annoying to deal with. Once my arguments were made, I left it up to you to weigh in. Bear Mr. Gaming said, shard it because it's really not effective at or against anything. The Skinny Choctaw said, what's in the box? But seriously, keep it. If these bitches want a challenge run with the Vestian only, you'll want to keep it. Love Skinny. Starblast525 said, keep it. It's a fucking laser like Star Wars. In the end, with 168 votes for shard it and 341 votes for keep it, the Vestian Dynasty keeps its place in the vault. The Subtle Nudge DN7 is a legendary sniper rifle that can be purchased from the Crucible Quartermaster in the tower. Introduced in the House of Wolves DLC, it is a very high rate of fire, low impact sniper. Low range, decent stability, and a fast reload speed round out the rest of this sniper's stats. Perks on mine include arc damage, clown cartridge. Reloading this weapon has a chance to grant a larger than normal magazine and performance bonus. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus reserve ammo. Good perks, I would say, for a weapon that burns through special ammo like a fat kid goes through cookies. And that's one of its biggest issues. To really understand this weapon, I think we have to look at its stats first. In the Crucible, this gun hits for 87 points to the body and 217 to the head. What this means is it can kill with a headshot, but takes 3 body shots to score a kill. This makes it an incredibly unforgiving sniper rifle. Even with its very fast fire rate, 3 body shots is just rarely gonna happen. I personally found that before I got them off, my target was either gone or I was dead. Compare that to the only slightly slower firing Praetor's Revenge, which can kill in 2 body shots, and you are at a severe disadvantage while using the nudge. Okay, fine, so hit those headshots. That's what snipers are supposed to be doing anyway, isn't it? That's fine, but remember, this thing only does 217 damage to the head, so sometimes it won't get that kill. For instance, a Warlock using the Ram helmet, not gonna happen. You will need a follow-up shot even if you do get a headshot. A recently revived opponent in Trials of Osiris, 2 headshots. Sunsinger with Radiant Skin, nope. I could go on, but you get the idea. This sniper simply does not have the power to kill reliably with headshots. In PvE, things aren't much brighter. This gun is going to burn through ammo like crazy. Thralls, dregs, or other low health enemies, no problem. Vandals or acolytes, problem. Better hit those headshots or you will be using another round. Majors, a full mag, maybe even 2 of headshots. The problem is, it's just too weak. It feels like a scout rifle with too much zoom on it. Against bosses, it's flat out a bad choice. The fire rate does help, but you have to rapid fire the weapon to get any type of decent DPS out of it, which means staying exposed while you do so. In a world where the Black Hammer, Aphrodite Spear, or Icebreaker exists, this is simply just a bad choice. Okay, so things are looking pretty grim, right? Surely this thing must have some redeeming qualities that can earn it a place in the vault. Nope, this thing sucks. I hate it. Subtle nudge is right. Shooting people with this weapon is like tapping them on the shoulder and saying, "Hey man, I'm over here. You should probably shoot at me." 3 body shots in PvP? Get the fuck out of here. I know there will be people in the comments that say, "I like this gun," or "I get tons of kills with this gun." These people are liars and should not be trusted. They are deceivers and probably wear the mark of the devil himself. Sure, if one possessed extreme skill, the fast fire rate could equal fast headshots. Assuming you're shooting a hunter who just had a prostate exam and was feeling a little bit blue. Everybody else is going to absorb that shot, look at you and start laughing until they shoot you in the face with a good gun. This gun sucks and there's no reason to keep it in the vault. But that's not the point of this series, is it? On my own, I would just give it a gentle push into the scrap bin. But this series is about you, the viewer, making the decision. And that's what you will do. So if you vote for Shard It, I will unceremoniously dismantle it in the next episode. But if you vote for Keep It, I will run it through a Nightfall using it and it alone. Then I'll fucking Shard It. So that's it. In the comments below, cast your vote. Shard It or Keep It. And in the next episode, I will act upon your recommendation. Don't forget to vote for next week's weapon by using the hashtag ShardIt on Twitter. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.